What's going on, everybody? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the Star Wars Black Series, The Force Awakens Constable Zuvio. I'm sure he's got tons of reviews by now. Wave 2, a lot of people they're popping up everywhere, and I'm trying to kind of get Wave 1 and 2 done all at once, so bear with me. I'm trying to get these done as fast as possible, but here we are. We have Constable Zuvio, and I did take him out of packaging. The only reason is because I actually did a little review on him, a preemptive review of him yesterday during the Impromptu Rogue show. So if you want to check that out, you can check it out on Rob's Rogues channel. The link is, as always, in the description box below to his channel. As far as packaging, let me just set him aside real quick. And here is the packaging. Okay. Here it is, it says Star Wars The Black Series, and then it says Constable Zuvio on the bottom. It shows a nice little photo of him. Looks pretty accurate to the character, or I should say the figure looks accurate to the look of the photo right here. On the side it just says figure 9, it says Constable Zuvio. On the back you have a nice little read up, and it says a vigilant law officer on a mostly lawless world. The tough and humorless Constable Zuvio keeps order in a frontier trading post. So I'm assuming he's some sort of law officer, maybe like a sheriff or something like that. I'm assuming maybe Jakku, but it could be another world. We don't know. So let's have to wait and see. So there is the packaging. Let's get that out of the way. And we will take a closer look at Mr. Zuvio. As soon as I get everything fixed, like my camera, which is lopsided right now for some odd reason. There we go. Taking a closer look at him, he does come with 2 accessories, which is his staff, or I should say his spear staff. And then we have his backpack, which just kind of unplugs on his back. Set him down, and we'll take a closer look at the backpack first. This figure has a really just great paint detail and a really nice wash throughout everything that he has here. I would say especially on the backpack, he's got a nice black, kind of like, almost looks like grease or oil all over his backpack here. And it looks really good. He's got a nice little antennae here, or antenna. I should say antenna, because it's a single. So antennae would be more than one. God. Looks pretty cool. This portion right here is painted, and right here to kind of connect into his back, but I'll get into that in a second. Looks good. Like I said, there's a nice little wash, and it goes throughout the whole thing, even the portion that plugs into his back right here. So that's really nice touch. Looks pretty cool. Not sure what this is. It could just be a backpack, a searching, for, radar or something like that. That's what this looks like. Maybe it swivels up top. Who knows? We don't know yet. Next, we have his spear. Very reminiscent, I would say, of maybe the Sand People. I don't know. Maybe it's just this portion that reminds me of the, Tusken Raider spear or staff, whatever the heck they had. Right here, there's actually some nice detail. It kind of makes it look like there's a piece of, this is just like a piece of scrap metal right here. Pretty cool how it's just kind of plugged in there, and then they painted it nice shiny silver. It's not just a basic silver, it's a nice shiny silver, so that's pretty cool. The back portion looks like a kind of a club, so if he were to be fighting multiple people, he could stab someone and then maybe club another, and this looks like it would just probably break your face, break your jaw or something like that if he swung this around. So he does have some rivets right here, and it is nicely sculpted. I would say this whole spear, I want to call it a staff, but I would say this whole spear is really just nicely detailed. From the top of the blade right here, this is just a plastic, and so is this is just the plastic, but this is painted right here. He's got a little bit of brown shading there. I believe this just might be the plastic as well. No, this is actually painted. So this is all painted right here. Pretty much this, that is all painted. These two pieces right here and here are actually the color of the staff. So enough of that. Enough babbling about that, because I do tend to go off on a tangent. So just getting a really good close-up of the head. I think it looks really good. Like I said, not sure what this apparatus is on both sides. Maybe it's some sort of translator or breathing device for him, since he has to have his face wrapped like this. But those eyes, man, whoo, bo dingy. Those eyes are crazy. Does have some tubing going on in the back here. It's probably got to do something with his breathing apparatus or whatever the heck that is. On the top, it kind of looks like a, I don't know, turtle shell or something. But I think it looks really cool. Kind of almost has the same colors as Boba Fett, which actually Rob from Rob's Rogues pointed out to me yesterday. Does look a little bit like Boba Fett's colors, which is interesting. And to plug the backpack in the back, you just kind of pop it in like so. And you want to make sure that these little pieces are plugged into the back portion like that. So really nicely done by Hasbro that way. I would say that this figure overall is a really just solid figure. Kind of maybe an overlooked figure. Also, being a new character, I'm very intrigued on who this person is, and you know, if they do have a figure, they actually have two figures. They do have a 3 3/4 inch figure as well of Constable Zuvio. So very interested to see if he's got a small role or a very large role in this movie. Maybe he's like a resistance spy or something like that. Who knows? As far as the articulation goes, his head does do a full 360 rotation. It does look down, and it does look up about that far, pretty much a little bit past eye level, not too crazy. The arms do go up about that far, and that's pretty much it, and I'm putting pressure. So that's it. Full 360 rotation, single bend at the elbow, elbow swivel. He does have a wrist swivel as well, and a hinge, which goes in and out. Trying to get it to go in and out. He does have a ball joint at the waist, and it does kind of do a rotational swivel. Can do a full 360 rotation as well. He does have... Is that a clear peg? Is that a clear... I'm trying to see if that's a clear peg. No, it's not. Okay, it looked like a clear peg, but it's not. He does do splits about that far, and he can't get the leg going forward. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it to it. There you go. And it does go down. Doesn't really want to go back too far. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. No boot swivel or anything like that, but he does have the ankle hinge, which goes back and forward. Good range of motion there, I'd say. And does have the nice ankle pivot and the two peg holes at the bottom of the feet, even though he doesn't come with the display stand, which I wish they did. But he doesn't. He can hold the staff in both hands. I'd say he probably holds the staff better in his left hand than his right. It's a little bit tighter in his left hand, so most people are probably going to have him displayed with him holding it with both hands, so it's probably not the biggest deal in the world. So you could have him like this. Hey, what got you? Where's my money? You gonna have my money, man? You got my money? You gonna have my money, man? So there's that. Like I said, he does have some really nice detail going throughout his gauntlets here. Just basically his armor up top, throughout his poncho here as well. Just a note, he does have these seams right here where it seems like it was glued in on each side. I'd be careful with some of the leg articulation. I mean, eventually over time this glue is going to break down and maybe this might start flapping. You know, it might come loose and start flapping. Just be careful with the articulation. Try not to pull this too much. because it could, you know, break down the glue, and then you have a floppy, and then you have to re-glue it, and then good luck with that. So, really nice detail, I'd say, on the leggings, the leg wraps, I should say, and even a little bit of the boot that shows. So, there's that. But overall, I think he's a really solid figure. I would totally pick this guy up. I mean, especially if not knowing too much about him. I mean, I just always welcome new characters. I love new characters in general. I mean, basically the whole Star Wars franchise has been new characters and always getting figures of even the lesser known and not even characters that get a lot of screen time. We always get figures like that. We'd always get characters that were lesser known, or, you know. So there's that. Even if he is, like I said, doesn't have a big role, I'm still happy to have this guy, and he's very unique looking and pretty cool. So I would definitely recommend getting this figure. I say overall, his paint applications are very well done. I'd say his paint detail is probably the highlight of the figure. The articulation's lacking because of, you know, what he's wearing, but overall, I mean, you can probably get this guy in any pose you want, really, because he does have really great leg articulation. As far as how he stands, I'll just bring in the First Order Stormtrooper. He does stand short, so he is very short, and I do apologize because I did not show. Sorry, he fell over. I did not show a size comparison with Rey, so I will do that right now. So I apologize for that. That's totally my fault. But Rey's pretty tall, so she is taller than Zuvio here. She is taller than him. But the Stormtrooper is much taller than Rey. So I actually think that's pretty accurate for what she should be and what he should be. Well, we don't know anything about him yet, but what she should be, I should say. So there it is. Like I said, this is pretty much going to wrap it up for the Constable Zuvio. And I keep wanting to say Count Zuvio. I don't know why. It just sounds so sinister. Count Zuvio, I am here. But okay, enough of that. That's pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.